Avast ye, my fellow pirates, tech workers the world over. This is Marty, a cool recruiter, your favorite captain in these troubled times and in this stormy weather. One of the consequences of employers having or holding the bigger end of the stick is that you may expect slightly longer interview cycles, and for engineers out there, that might mean more coding exercises. And the purpose of this here video is to give you tips on how to ace those tests, right? Today we're going to be talking specifically about coding exercises that happen on site. Okay, we're going to talk about the ones that happen during the interview process, usually, and that involve an interviewer. And there really are two kinds. There's the academic test, and they're like about bubble sorting algorithm and stuff you learn in school. And then there's the paired coding exercise. To begin with, for the more intellectual academic type of test, my piece of advice would be to run. All right, run. It's a red flag. If a company is testing you with, putting together an algorithm for bubble sorting, I don't know. And they're probably looking for someone that's fresh out of school, because if you're fresh out of school, you know that stuff. That's what you've been doing in school. But in no way does it represent the real world. But if you're dead set on working for that company because, you need a job, I get it, or you really want to work for Google, say, then my advice would be get a book. And there are many books out there about how to ace those tests. So if you study beforehand, if you cram, like in school, you cram for days and then during the test you just vomit everywhere. No, vomit all the knowledge that you've learned, and you'll do well. All right, it's like school. But again, red flag. My advice, if you got other options, look at them closely. This one, maybe not so much. Now the other kind of test is the paired coding exercise. Over the year, I've realized that outside of Silicon Valley, they're not that popular or that frequent. We see them more and more, but at the end of the day, a lot of engineers out there are nervous about them, right? They apprehend that. I've got 3 pieces of advice for you guys out there going to do a paired coding exercise. But the cornerstone or the key idea there is that what they, meaning the company, the interviewer, and ultimately the company, what they want to test or what they want to assess is what is it like to work with you, right? They're not looking to see if you know your syntax by heart. What they want to assess is what is your thought process in coding? How do you go about resolving a problem or putting code together? In other words, what is it like to work with you, all right? The interviewer is your friend. He or she wants to see you succeed. And that's the mindset you should have, all right? They're on your side. So with that in mind, first tip, think out loud, all right? The interviewer might be your friend, but they're not mind readers. So if you're creating a function or putting together a class definition for an object or whatever, just say it. Listen to the feedback that you're being given by the interviewer. Like I said, they're on your side. They're going to give you feedback. None of that feedback is about trying to trick you into doing something that'll make you fail. Quite the opposite. You do not have to agree to everything the interviewer says, but you do have to acknowledge and respond. And the third piece of advice, maybe the most important one, is please don't make it a bigger deal than it is, all right? Take a deep breath. It's not that hard, all right? Don't make a mountain out of a little ant hill or something, right? So those are my 3 bits of advice. To recap, think out loud, interact with the interviewer, and please, take it easy. Take a deep breath. Don't stress about it. Don't overthink it. That'll be all. Best of luck in the trenches out there. Enjoy the weekend. Here, Captain, out.